Hello everyone, Yoshino here. Today we are gonna do body Y rigging to complete with the other tutorial of body X that I have. If you didn't see that one, I really advise you that you watch that one first. I will leave the link in the description. But before we start, I want to remind you that I stream on Twitch as well. Actually, I'm more active on Twitch than on YouTube. If you wanted to see me drawing, rigging live, you can come here. And also, I debuted here a couple days ago, that's why you probably noticed that I look a little bit different. So this is how our body Y movement will look like, more or less. Remember that I prefer to leave the hips and knees movement in another deformer just to keep everything tidy, but we're not gonna work on the hips Y today. That's for another tutorial. Is that we are only gonna work on body Y. So usually my body Y is just the torso. I've made a copy of the model so we can work on that. Okay, usually I rig body X first and then body Y. So again, I've made a tutorial on body X. Watch that one first, please, and then come back. So at this point, we already rigged body X, right? We're gonna use the same exact deformers in our body Y. So we just click on body X, right click here, and then select. To select all of the elements that are active in our body X parameter, we click on body Y, make it active with these three dots. And now we can work with it. I, as usual, start with my boba. Same thing as always, they are the thing that is most in front, so it's the one that moves the more. Let me untoggle the front hair so we can clearly see what we are doing. Okay, I usually start just by dragging them down a little bit. As you can see, I added some glue in between here so that the boobies don't get detached from the top. Instead, they are glued. So I have a tutorial on glue if you are interested in that. Glue is super useful in cases like this, where you have two elements that have to stay connected even if they are active in a lot of parameters. So the boobies will move with the physics, with body X, body Y, so they move a lot. There is a lot of chance that they detach and this line is not continuous anymore. So by using glue, you don't need to adjust every movement so that the boobies stay attached to the shirt here. The glue will do the job for you. So if in this case, I really advise you using the glue. I have a tutorial for that, so please go check that out. So we bring down the boobies a little bit. We can also do this a little bit. Remember the trick, put a cross right in the middle of your sphere, one in the middle of the other and one in the middle in general. So usually I go with like numbers like this, 4 and 3. So it looks like it's going down. And we just make everything follow, more or less. So next we can do with arms. Actually, we can make them go a little bit up. Because the arms are on the back, so if the front goes down, the back goes up just slightly. Look compared to this one. You notice that the arms go slightly up. Now we can work on the skirt. We can click on it. When you cannot find something, click on it and you will find it. So I think I can make it go a little bit up because I will make it. Let's put some smoothing. So the concept behind of this, sometimes I make this shape like this, is that if the model is going down, it's also tilting a little bit. We can add a little bit of tilting look. So the things that are on top, so the head will be bigger because of perspective, and the things that are on the bottom will be smaller. So you can create like this shape like this. Always test a bit to see how it's looking. You see more or less this type of look. Very important, I think, that completes the look a lot is the head. Let's locate it. Head, body, XY. So we bring the head down. Maybe we can go down, make the arms go a little bit more higher. But we need to fix the neck now, as you can see. I could have used the glue as well here, but I really did not, because the boba, instead of this, also have the physics. Instead, this one, I just need to adjust it one time. Okay, I think the boba got a little bit too down. We can bring them up a little bit. You can also go in and modeling and test it to see how it looks with all the other stuff. I already made the physics here because this model technically already is complete. I have a tutorial also for the skirt physics, and soon I will release the point boing tutorial one, so please stay tuned. If you want, you can subscribe and hit the bell button so you will notified whenever I post a new video.
Let's see compared. Yeah, actually the full skirt is smaller. A bit. Remember, the things that are behind go opposite. So on the down they go up. Actually the other way.
It's a lot of trial. You need to do this, test how it looks. That's how it is. That's why if you want to make a good model, it takes quite a bit of time, because you need to test. Every model is different, unfortunately. In fact, I cannot tell you precisely how to make it, how to make your model. I can give you tips on to guide you, but I cannot tell you exactly. I think it's looking pretty good. We can start working on the up part too. Again, we start with the boing boings. They go up a bit. Now, earlier the shoulders went up, now they go down.
Let's fix the neck.
This model is a little bit older so far, but I wanted to use the same model that I used the last time, so that you could really have a reference for that. So you don't have to worry if it looks a little bit weird, because now we are working on the movements separately. So we have body XY separate from head XY. But inside of VTube Studio, they will work together. They will work like this. So even if the technically doesn't make sense for the body to move without the head moving, but they will move together inside of VTube Studio like this.
We're gonna make the cup slightly bigger. Make it go up a little bit. Oh, it's already looking pretty good.
Again, you can make the boing here a little bit bigger because they're leaning forward you, and the boba smaller because they are leaning away. Also, depending on your preference, you can make this work also with your head. So you need to select all of the elements that are inside on your rotation deformer, because if you select, we cannot use this one because, as you can see, it doesn't change the size because we have a rotation deformer inside that is blocking us. So you need to select everything that you got inside, whatever you got. For right now, I have this. The direct child of this headset, right? For me, is this one. I select it. Let's call it head, body, Y perspective. And what we can do with this is we make the head slightly bigger when leaning towards us and slightly smaller when going away from us. To have this more 3D look, we can say. Maybe the head is going a little bit too... As you can see, it's a little bit leaning forward. It's your personal preference though. The cool part about Body XY is that you can just put them together like this. Right click, select, and synthesize the corners, and it's good like this. You're done. And you have your model rigged with Body XY as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I'm super happy and super thankful. Thank you so much for your support, incredible support. If you have any question, feel free to write it in the comment. Feel free to share this tutorial with your rigging friends if you are having if you have any. I have a Discord server where I have a channel for specific questions about rigging. So if you have a specific problem, you can send me pictures in there and I will help you. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to join. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye!